Know what you can expect energetically in the world over the next 1 to 3 days or so? Well, I'm here to help you with that, my friend. Goopla one, everyone. I'm Aurea Eden, and this is Daily Energy with daily predictions, your news before the news. Goopla one is my way to greet. It means good, blessed, and wonderful. Every day has an energy, and today's energy is about making the change. It's going to highlight change, and we're going to see change happening in the news over the next 1 to 3 days or so, as that's what this energy brings in. But when something changes, what does it do? It adapts. And so this energy is going to also have us adapting. And in order to adapt, we must reflect on what has been in order to make what will be. Okay. And speaking of making what will be, I will tell you that this energy loves to produce. It loves to produce. And so it will have us trying to figure out what it is that we can contribute to the world. But this work that we produce today is not any kind of work. This is the type of work to where you put your heart, you put your soul, and you put your foot into it. Okay. That's what this energy has a tendency to do. It will have us springing into action, but more so on a home front. And home is wherever you are. So this is going in to yourself and reflecting. It is going to be a good day for meditation, for concentration, because in order to meditate, sometimes you got to concentrate. It's going to be a good day for rest if you need to rest. This is a good time for you to spend some time aligning with what it is that you really want to do. And that should be your purpose. So you should be spending time aligning purposefully so. So this day also is not just about you doing it for yourself and by yourself. This day will also influence you and to influence others. It will let you know that I need you. You need me. We're all a part of God's body. It will let you know that we really can't do it on our own, not live on our own, because we weren't designed to do that. Even as one, you are two, and sometimes three. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so it's like we're not destined or designed to be alone. Now, granted, this energy will have some of us feeling like the hermit, but at the least, we are still encouraged to pick up the phone and call a friend, as this energy has the tendency to focus on friendship. It's a good time to spend a time with your friends, call them up on the phone or something along those lines. Okay. Is what I'm saying, but not your so-called friends. Remember the story I shared yesterday about how I was slapped by a so-called friend, and my brother asked me, did you slap her ass back? And I told him no, because she's my friend. You don't want to spend time with someone today that you don't trust. You want to spend time with someone that's going to uplift you just as much as you uplift them. You want to spend time with someone or even talk to someone that is going to add to your substance and not take away. I always tell people, never let people take out where they don't put in. You're going to have to put in something, or we just can't be friends. And I'm telling you, for real, for real. You're going to have to put in something, or we just not going to be friends. Because this thing is not going to be one-sided. It's going to be reciprocity. Okay? Because you can't let people deplete you like that. I used to do it. I used to allow people to deplete me. But when I realized that when you allow people to deplete you, they run off with all your stuff, and then you left with what? Now, granted, they end up leaving you with the greatest what it could ever be. And that's the opportunity to have a clean slate, a fresh start, to get to know the divine. Because when you don't have anything else, guess what you have? You have the essence and the core of your being left. When you don't have your flesh, you still have your soul and your spirit. That's why I said the outward can never hold up the inward. The inward is what holds up the outward. So we should spend more time focusing on our inward than our outward. You understand? And so I'm telling you this because this energy likes to hear it. This energy loves topics on spirituality, self-help. This energy loves when you use your intuition and your discernment. You'll have people telling stories about loved ones coming in to them from the other side. You'll have people sharing the dreams that they dreamt. You'll have leaders influencing. You'll have champions standing up. You'll have creators creating, because this energy loves to produce results. And those who use this energy wisely, they end up reaping the benefits of their effort. And you know, I always tell you that effort makes the ordinary extraordinary. And so that's what this energy is going to do. It's going to stimulate the mind. It's going to adapt the heart as it's focused on kindred topics. So we're going to see in the news over the next 1 to 3 days a lot about bonding, gathering, people showing up for people, friends coming in, reunited, and it feels so good. That's what you can expect. Reunited, and it feels so good. We should see stuff coming in about people being reunited after a long awaited period of time. Okay, as we're seeing connections, also gifts being given, miraculous things here. And that time I was about to say, he has done marvelous. He has done marvelous things. Praise the Lord. That's the song that was in my head just then, because I was trying to think of like, there are miracles and blessings. There are miracles and blessings. There are miracles and blessings for me. What is that? Yeah. And so stuff like that we're going to see coming in. That's what this energy does now. And I'm not singing for no reason. This energy will have us singing. It will have us dancing. It likes to enjoy itself, kind of similar to what we had a few days ago. But this energy also says, hey, sometimes I need some me time. I need to rest and reflect, you know, and sometimes that will cause people to isolate. So some people go through different things and different phases, and sometimes they don't want to make that connection, and if they seem like they're acting funny, they're likely chosen, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to level up with God, not even knowing that the day that they were born, the day that they were crafted and created, they were already leveling up. Because when God puts his hands on you, you have already, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I ain't going to say nothing else. When God puts his hands on you, you have already And because you have already, that's when I told you that some things you should just know. It don't matter what it looks like. You should just know that you have already. I know what they say, but I ain't paying attention to them because I have already. I ain't paying attention to what they say because I have already. That's what you got to do. Don't pay attention to what they say because you have already. Why? Because when God put his hands on you, baby, you have already. All right? That's something that you got to know, okay? You have already been brand new because this energy will have you acting and feeling brand new as it should because it has a tendency to change things suddenly. And so in the news over the next 1 to 3 days or so, we're going to see things change, and suddenly, all of a sudden, this happens. Came out of nowhere. They changed their mind all of a sudden. After all this talk, all this time, now all of a sudden, they're going to switch up. Because there are miracles and blessings. And sometimes what ends up happening is that they could have one plan, but God has another. And if what they have planned goes against God's plans, there are miracles and blessings. Okay? That's why we need to trust God more and learn to love him for. Okay? Y'all right? That song is just hitting it today, all right? So those fresh and those new things are going to come in. And this is first class energy. So we're going to hear something coming in about first class. Because like I said, when you have already, that means you have already made it. You are already something. That means you are already gifted. You are already chosen. And so that means you are already given a fresh start. You are already equipped. You are already enough. You are already assigned to that seat in first class. Because there are miracles and blessings. You are already going to get the check. You are already going to get the job. You are already going to get the house. You are already going to start that building. You start that business because there are miracles and blessings. You are already. Okay, so that's what you got to focus on. Already. And this energy, guess what? He may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. He's an on-time God. Yes, he is. So this energy is on time and just in time. See, I almost let go. You almost gave up. But this energy is just in time energy. It's going to bring in a fresh wind and a fresh breeze. And even though you don't know it, because some people have gone through some traumatic things. But I tell you, the time when I almost let go, because I felt like I just couldn't take life anymore. I almost did it, friend. My problems had me bound. Depression weighed me down. But God kept me up, so I wouldn't let go. So I know some people are to the point now to where they feel like letting go. They feel like giving up. They say, I just don't believe anymore. I don't believe that there's a God that will do something like this. But baby, hold on just a little while longer and you are going to see in totality what is going on outside of your circumstance. Because there are miracles and blessings. And remember, I said, you will hear, some of you, from your loved ones. That is those that are in the flesh, and that are those that are in the spirit. Okay, so this energy It's going to have us focusing on philosophy and medicine. It also brings in gifts, clothing for those who have lost their belongings. I see fundraising events and clothing coming in, clothes drives and trend setting, new fashions coming in. Some of the themes associated with this energy is we're going to hear stuff coming in about things drying and freezing, perseverance and preservation, preserving is what I'm seeing with this energy. Because I was trying to figure out why I was seeing dry and freeze. And basically, that's preservation. That's endurance. That's long suffering. But that's lasting energy coming in. When you preserve something, you preserve it to where it lasts. And so that's what this energy is bringing in. So, but we're also in the energy where I told you there's going to be likely a food shortage coming up. And so we're going to be encouraged to preserve, okay, to dry some stuff out and store it, okay. Grow your own food. This is going to highlight produce coming in the news over the next 1 or 3 days or so. We're going to see stuff coming in about that, plants, herbs, and stuff having to do with plants and herbs. Something coming in about mint, but mint could even be about actually coins, or it could actually be like mint, the herb mint. Okay, fish. We're going to see something coming in about fish, poultry. I said poultry, but not poultry. But we're going to see something coming in about fish. I'm seeing something coming in about mergers, acquisitions and mergers. We're going to see businesses coming together. Some of the companies that I'm seeing now, I'm not a medical doctor, a legal professional, nor am I a financial advisor. But if you know like I know, then you know. And so I see some companies that's going to be highlighted in this energy. That's Chase, Macy's, Nelnet, JP Morgan, Getty Images, Newmont, Itel Corporation. These are some business that I see will be affected by this energy. I'm also seeing leagues being affected by this energy here. I'm picking up on a league. This could be a baseball league or something like that, little league. Okay. Fabric is going to be highlighted in this energy. Things needing to be conserved. This could be like conservation of water talk and stuff like that. We're going to see conservation of energy here. I'm also seeing in this energy is that we're going to see something coming in about ink and fluids and stuff like that. I've been picking up on a lot of tattoo energy. I don't know why, but this could be I'm not sure what that is, but I am picking up on something about ink. Okay. And so it could be something having to do with conserving fluids or something coming in about fluid. Fluid, it could also be bodily fluids. Okay. So, fluids is fluids. I'm also seeing something coming in about fur. Okay. So minks, fur, this could be PETA talk. This could be something that comes up. I'm also picking up on paraphernalia. We'll hear something about paraphernalia. This could be graffiti, something being vandalized. I'm seeing something coming in about tools, allies, aids. This could be aid to some places, but this could also be HIV talk coming in. I'm also seeing stuff coming in about some kind of container here. So some names that this energy is going to highlight and focus on Here we'll see trending in the news is Tink, as in Tinkerbell. This could be a new Tinkerbell movie. Kim, Nick or Nikki, Kiki. This could be Kiki Palmer. That could be Nicki Minaj. Tim, Minnie. Minnie don't burn no chicken. Minnie, Kit or Kitty, KJ. So this energy is going to love the Johnsons, the Jones and the Johnsons. Okay, so if your initials is and the Jacksons, okay, because we got KJ, MJ, TJ, JT, J.K. Rollins. We're going to hear stuff coming in about them. Quinn, Jen, Kai, here, even possibly T.I., okay? We're going to hear in the news over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Now, this energy also has an alert coming out. So I do see some kind of alert, some kind of warning in this energy. And so here's some of the warnings that I see the energy highlighting and some of the things that's going to come up. We're going to see something about sentencing and someone being sentenced. I see someone having to dodge a pursuer. This could be a car chase that takes place over the next 1 to 3 days. Here, I'm seeing disapprovals and anxiety. That's why I said this is not a good time because we are in Mercury retrograde. This is not a good time for new contracts or to sign up for certain things because, it's likely to be disapproved here. And so I am seeing some kind of anxiety coming in. This anxiety is basically highlighted for those who don't know who they are and they're still trying to figure some things out or needing to. These are going to be the people who are going to be feeling down and out here with this anxiety because it's like they want to make moves, but they just might not know how. I'm also seeing something rising. Okay, something rising to higher levels, high levels rising in this energy. Somebody's going to screw up, and I see this happening. So we're going to hear something coming in about needles. This could be HIV and needles, the spread of HIV through needles or something like that. Just making those connections, but something coming up about needles. This could be, like I said, this is arts and craft energy. So this could be knitting, this could be sewing, but we're going to see, because I am getting fabric, so we are going to see stuff like that. Also parasites, insects, lice here coming in. This is giving me stalker energy as well. So women, be cautious of your surroundings. I'm also seeing strikes coming in. I'm seeing relationships kind of sort of being highlighted in this energy. I'm not seeing too much of like commotion like I was seeing before, but yeah, there's still a little bit of chance for couples to get into it. But if you take advantage of this energy, the two can come together to make the three. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm seeing here. That's supposed to happen. Y'all supposed to come together and produce. Okay. And I say that because I'm looking at the word immaculate. Okay. This is cleaning up on the inside, but somebody might be talking about immaculate conception or something like that, if I said that right. But I'm seeing here something, we're going to see these type of miracles to where people get into wrecks and stuff like that, but they walk out without a scratch. Hey, come on now. You better praise who you praise, because I know who I praise. Okay, but I see that. Okay, somebody gets into an accident or something like that, or something happens and they walk out without a scratch, okay, or just a scratch. They survive something that they wasn't supposed to survive, okay. All right, so yeah. I see manufacturing in this energy. We're going to see something coming in about manufacturing. I told you it likes to produce. And then also incidents happening with people's own flesh and blood, okay? Unfortunately, 11:11 on my clock. Things happening about with people's own flesh and blood. I'm also seeing something about engravement or something like that. And I'm seeing something coming in about segregation talk. Again, this could be revisiting the past, or this could be literal segregation talk. Okay. I do see something being surrounded. This could be a building being surrounded or something like that, or people being surrounded by their loved ones at this time. Because in the next 1 to 3 days, we're going to actually in the next two days or so, not 2 days or so, in the next 2 days, we're going to see mass transitions into the spirit. And so, this is a time to be considering and gather around those who have lost their loved ones, and hearts go out to you that have. Okay, locations, this energy. Well, before I go to locations, let me do inclusion. This energy is going to focus on inclusion instead of segregation. So inclusion, segregation talk. Involvement. So we're going to see who's involved with this and that and the other. This could be more talk about the Epstein files, trying to figure out who was involved and all of this stuff. But this could be, we'll hear more talk about involvement. I'm also seeing, we'll see something coming in about tennis as well. Now, some of the locations this energy is going to focus on, this is China, Europe, Eurasia, North America, Zimbabwe, Michigan, Indiana, and Italy. Okay, this could be water in Michigan. Now, I don't know. You remember when I said conserving something? This could be conserving water in Michigan. I don't know if that's the case, but Michigan has been trending in my energy, okay, for a while. I don't know what's going on in Michigan, but I am picking up on something's going on in Michigan. Well, anywho, my friend, Gubler one, I love you. Hearts go out. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Hearts go out. Hearts go out by now.